Have you ever heard the story of Manhattan being sold for $24 worth of beads? Well, the only document ever discovered was a letter written from Peter Scoggin to the Dutch West India Company in 1626, stating that the crew of the vessel Arms of Amsterdam had purchased the Manhattas from the Indians for the value of 60 guilders. I'm composer Brent Michael Davids, and I'd like to introduce you to The Purchase of Manhattan, a concert opera to tell the story of New York City from an American Indian perspective.
What did we bring to purchase this island?
I'm a citizen of the Mohican Nation, a tribe now residing in Wisconsin, but also one of the tribes originally living in New York City before it was a city. The predominant tribe of Mannahatta, as it was originally known, were the Lenape people. After the arrival of the Dutch, the area was called New Netherland, then New Amsterdam, and finally New York. Before it became New York, Mannahatta was a central place where wampum was created, where quahog shells were gathered to make the purple and white beads that were so highly prized by the Lenape people. And people referred to the Hudson River with its much older name, Mohicanatuck. Many bands of Lenape people, including the Mohicans, had a creation story we called Turtle Island, because the land is built on the back of a giant turtle. The importance of that story was that no one owns the land. There was no concept of land ownership for any of the indigenous people, and since an ownership contract must exist between two consenting parties, where both parties fully understand the terms of the agreement, it would have been literally impossible for the Manhattan Indians to make such a land sale. For the Lenapes, the idea that land could be bought and sold never entered their minds, and they had no common frame of reference for understanding that concept. Back in 1626, the option to purchase Manhattan was not available. Being a Mohican myself, and coming from a tribe that once had villages in Lower Manhattan, revealing the true origin of New York in music was especially appealing to me. I was graciously awarded an artist residency at the Indian Arts Research Center of the School for Advanced Research in Santa Fe, New Mexico. While there, I worked with celebrated Abenaki writer Joe Bruchac to complete the libretto, then composed all the music, and finally wrote the entire printed score. The birth of New York City is an important story for all of America, really. Hearing the tale from an American Indian perspective is even more revealing. In fact, the central message of the opera is that we as American Indians continue to welcome newcomers to Turtle Island. As a visitor to America, or if you live here already, you too are a child of the Great Turtle. We welcome everyone to our home. Thank you for your interest in this historic project. The Purchase of Manhattan.